Hello, white people. This is my dog, Buddy. He passed away on Saturday, the little butt face. He ran out in front of a car, actually a big truck. So we live out in the country, and he wasn't at home. He knows every nook and cranny out here, so he was somewhere else. It was kind of close to that place where I did that last live stream. It was near that soy field. And he crossed the street. He'd been good all day and stayed on the side of the street he's supposed to stay on. And like I said, there's soy fields. So he crossed the street to go to a different soy field. And I wasn't with him, when the people he was with, they called him to come back because they lost sight of him. That's when he ran across the road and right in front of that truck that killed him. And the truck ended up running off the road because the truck tried not to hit him. And it was a big truck, too, from what I understand. And the person who hit him was more upset than we were. So, I mean, I'm incredibly upset. I miss my dog. I love him. I love this dog so much. He was so smart. And he had his moments. He had a lot of anxiety that one time, where were we? Oh, last weekend we went metal detecting. No, we were at the grocery store. And somebody, or it was a convenience store actually, and somebody said they wanted to pet him, meet him, and, take him out of the car and put him on his leash and let him say hi. And he's freaking out like he was going to get rehomed. I think he'd been rehomed 2-3 times before we got him. And he was a very good dog, but he liked to roam. And he would go down to one of the people that live on our street. I live on a dead end. He'd go down to her house and he'd bark. And she said the first time he did that, she said her and her husband both had wings, and they had wings, and they were up so fast off the couch when they heard him barking at the door. And sometimes I put him outside to go to the bathroom. There's no fences, and we don't have a fenced-in yard. And he could go wherever he wanted to. When I first got him, he would always go to different places where dogs were tied up outside or they're restricted to their yard, and he would go hang out with them. And usually I would find him at the end of the next dead-end street over from us. I don't know, it was probably about a half mile away or so. And him and the other dog would just be hanging out under a trampoline. And it was kind of funny because I'd go down there looking for him because he's in the same spot every time I'd go looking for him. And I say to the people that live there, "Have you seen my dog?" "Nope, haven't seen your dog." And then right behind him, their dog and my dog sitting right there underneath the trampoline together, just hanging out. And we thought that when we got him neutered, he would stop that, but he didn't. He got lazier and he got fatter, but it didn't stop him from roaming. Obviously, he was roaming across the street into the next soy field. I don't know if he was following the deer or chasing a mouse or something, or checking for moles. But he's gone. And he's left us and went to heaven on Saturday, this last Saturday. Just so crappy when your dog dies, especially when they're young. I don't know. It's just crappy when they die. I liked him. I liked having him around because, if I couldn't hear, he could always tell me when somebody was coming, like coming up to the door. Because I can't hear when people are coming up to the door. I know this house I live in is teeny weeny, but I can't hear when people knock on the door. I can't hear when people are at the door. And he'd let me know. And around here, when you're in the country, people just will walk. If you don't have that door locked, like double locked, people just walk right in. They'll open your door. "Hello, what are you doing?" They don't wait. They don't call. They have your phone number and they don't call or they don't text. "I'm coming over." Nope, they just show up. It doesn't make a difference if you're in the shower, the bathroom, sleeping, not dressed at all. Just walk right in, poke their head in through the door. "Hello." Anyway, so I've just been struggling trying to trying not to fall into a funk, because, I just lost my dad in November, and then, Mom's, she's been sick, and then somebody in my family, they said that Mom, she's not returning calls or getting calls, whatever, because she changed cell service providers. I don't know why. Something had to do with my sister. Anyway, so we couldn't get a hold of her, so they went over to her house and they live streamed, like, there's a video chat, whatever. And, she's got brain cancer. She's got that lung cancer that's metastasized to her brains and her bones and whatever. And she's been taking a experimental chemotherapy pill, which I asked her not to take, but she's taken it anyway. She said she's been feeling better, but when I saw her and talked to her the other day, she had such a miserable look on her face. And she sounded like she wasn't doing that great. She's probably doing okay. She didn't look real skinny or anything because she was eating and taking herself places before I left the last time. That was just before Christmas, so it's been 3 months. Have to make another trip out there. I wanted her to go to Florida, and she said, well, I'm not flying by myself. And I checked. You wouldn't believe this. You can book a flight. So I can book a flight from Ohio to Portland, because the nearest international airport is Portland, Oregon. And stay overnight, pick Mom up, get on the plane, and then fly to Florida, all with one fare. Don't have to get 3 separate or 4 separate fares. It's just, you just put all your linking flights that you want to do, and it's one price. I mean, it's several prices altogether, but it's not outrageous. It really surprised me. That's just for one way. And I guess if you do round trip, it's like doing a round trip ticket with extra stops. That I was surprised. I thought it was going to cost a lot more, but it didn't. And then today I made a couple of videos and I put them on BitChute. They're kind of funny. So I'll put the links to those videos in the description. One's funny, one's serious. And then I've just been planning my next assault on the soap making world and the crafting world. I've got my craft shows coming up, and Mother's Day and Easter, and it's too late to get ready for Easter right now, but I'm getting ready for Mother's Day and then Father's Day, and I've got I just keep changing directions. So I'm trying to stay focused, and I'm also testing the market out to see what sells. And I made some soap, and I labeled it. I put a label on it, and it wasn't like anything. I didn't do like a piped design on it or anything, but I just put a label on it that said, "Not today, Karen." And that sold so fast. Just boom, it was gone. People loved it. I have another one, Resting Beach Face. I think I put that picture in a video before. And then I have Man Soap, Not for Soy Boys. And I'm waiting for that one to take off. I just keep making stuff and testing it out and seeing how it goes. And then I'm working. It's kind of part-time, but I guess I'm working more than part-time. I start at 7:15 in the morning, and I don't get done until 6:30 at night. I'm tired. And I was getting a couple-hour break, but boss said that he wanted me to clock in a little bit early because there's no housekeeping service there, and so I got to be the housekeeper. It's not like anything huge, and I don't have to do it all at once, and so I do a little bit of like a half an hour of vacuuming or half hour of taking out the trash or something, and all right, I'll be the housekeeper for 30 minutes a week, or 30 minutes every time I work. So it's not a bad job. I'm pretty happy about that. It's I guess I'm a more social person than I thought. And then every day when I go into work, I'm chatty, and I'm not real chatty when I come home, but when I'm at work, I'm like, every day before I go in, I have to come up with something to talk about. And that's something that I used to do as a nurse because, when people aren't feeling good or they're stressed, especially if they're stressed, they want some stability or something. And then when you come into if you come into the same place over and over again, you want to develop a sense of familiarity with people too. And so I always talk about something, whether it be whether it be the weather. It's usually about the weather. The other day I was talking about I told the boss, I said we need to close down for nice days. I'll put a note on the front door that says, sorry, we are closed because the weather's too nice to be in here. He said no, but then I heard him talking to somebody else. He's like, yeah, I'd love to close down because it's a nice day. And then we had this other customer, and I said, I think that that all business needs to stop when we have nice days. I think, I said, well, we'll get back to you in the fall. So, fall through winter. We're gonna be open, and then when the weather's nice, we're gonna be closed. Nobody seems to be digging that. Nobody. I know. See, if we were shitholers, we'd definitely do it. And if we were shitholers getting a free government check, shit, we wouldn't have to even go to work at all. We'd just sit at home. If we were woke leftists, we could sit at home in our mom's basement. All right, white people, that's the damage for now. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to your thoughts below.